Hello, and welcome to Hanging Out with Jodi. This episode is about things that I've observed in the gay community when going out. I went to a bar. It's called GAY. It's a gay bar, but everyone goes. All kinds of people go. And my friends and I were leaving, and this guy comes up to me, or he came up to all of us, and he was like, "Oh, are you guys leaving?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "I really like your shirt." And I was like, "Thank you. I really like my shirt too." And then he asks me out of the blue, "Are you a lesbian?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he's like, "Oh, because you know you're fit," which in London that means like, you're good looking. Um, I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then he proceeds to try to hit on me more. And I was like, I prefer women. I like what they have to offer. I don't really like what, men have to offer. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my cup of tea." And so he's like, "Oh, that gives me a boner." What makes men think it's okay to go up to a lesbian or someone who's gay and just start, hitting on them or attacking them for their sexuality? It really bothers me because this should be a safe space for people to feel comfortable and to be okay to be who they are without having a guy come up to you and try to push himself on you. I have no problem with someone hitting on me or hitting on anyone else. But if someone tells you they have no interest, there's no need to keep pushing and, trying to prove yourself to that person. I think that we need to start respecting people for their identities and not trying to, keep poking at them and be like, "Oh, you're just a sexual object for me." No, we are all people. We all deserve respect. And we all need to be treated with respect. A thing called Porn Idol, and it is at a club called Heaven. It has 3 different levels. They play all kinds of music. It's a huge club. So Porn Idol is essentially where you have either men or women going up on stage and getting completely naked, dancing on a pole, and then being judged by usually 3 fabulous drag queens. One of the drag queens was Bianca Del Rio. I always really liked her, but in person, I was impressed by her makeup and, her whole do. She obviously can do that a lot better than I can. I felt bad for some of the people. You could tell that it was really hurtful. And instead of, making jokes and making people laugh, I felt like it was just kind of vicious, like, claws out, like, burr, 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 burr. Have a little bit of, respect for people. I tried to go up and find her, but there were so many people that it was obvious that it would be pretty hard to go up to her and be like, "Hey, why were you so mean?" I don't understand, and once again, maybe it comes back to the whole societal thing, is if you are in a minority, in a group that is still struggling to stand out, be safe in communities, why are you bashing people of other minorities or other, of the same one, making someone feel this big and saying all these like racist and prejudiced things makes it any better. The fact that people have the balls and or labia to get up on stage and completely get naked in front of hundreds of people and then be judged should give them like a little bit of, just a little boost instead of, "You suck and your dick is about as big as my fucking pinky." I wish I could send a message to her and just be like, "I get it, you gotta put on a whole show and shit, but bring people down like that is just not fair or nice or helping the community. We gotta bring up our people, we gotta stick together and appreciate each other."